Greetings. I am Ronald Williams Ill. I am the author of Justice for Justice is Racist and Dead. Hell no. I ran into a situation because I've been homeless for a month because my apartment went, and this is public record. This is public record, for the record. Um, so I stayed out in the suburbs, far, far away, on my son-in-law's and my granddaughter's um, house. On the 19th of November, my son-in-law asked me if I can get them insurance for a vehicle and my two great 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 grandbabies, which I agreed to immediately. He asked for my ID and he had a recording for authorizations to do this. Now I don't know who was on the other end, but I gave him the authorization. I was tired, y'all. I've been up for 7 days straight, back and forth because of the um, misuse of properties by owners who allow managers and maintenance men linked to gang members to try to antagonize me. Anyway, this is happening in three places because of my book, Justice for Justice is Racist and Dead, as well as my stance against violence and hate crimes. So when I gave him my ID on the 19th of November, it was morning, maybe 11 o'clock, I want to say. And he had me on a record. He said, "You have to say something about your, so to allow me to do this," which I did. He had me on record, authorized whoever was on the other end to authorize the my consent for my grandbabies and my great great grandbabies, and uh, my granddaughter, uh, who he is married to, for authorization for the insurance. So he said he was going to leave. He gave me my ID back, I thought, but it was not my ID. It was his. He took mine. I didn't know that because, like I said, I was asleep. He called me maybe an hour later and said he was at the gun range and couldn't qualify or certify for something. I said, cool. I said, by the way, I mistakenly took your ID and I got mine. You got mine. So I looked at my wallet and said, damn, I do have your ID. Because I didn't have my glasses on, and I've been on the streets for a minute. This is not my first radio. I've been there. Uh, I'm 70 years of age, and my body's very, 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 very well fit. Um, I stayed there up until uh, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, there were family members who came over. One who I haven't seen in a while, maybe once in my life, maybe twice. It was my son, my son-in-law, my new son-in-law, and my old son-in-law, who was married to my first love, my first daughter, and his father. While we was having this gathering at the house, everybody was called to the patio. So we was doing our thing in the patio, and my ex was there, and a lot of people was there. Well, not a lot, but my ex was there, and I noticed that the men were not there. They was in the room. My bag has most of my information in it, um, and I didn't know it was gone until the next morning. I asked, "Where's my bag?" Because I brought it in, and they said my son had it. So I called my son, which is next to the youngest. Um, he said he didn't have it, and then my granddaughter told me it was in her room. Now I'm thinking to myself, why is my bag in her room? The glasses was moved, and I'm more than positive that one of my son-in-laws, which is the oldest one, um, and his people had it in the bag. Uh, when I got the bag, everything was in there, and for the record, I only authorized my grandbabies babies, my great grandbabies, and my daughter and him for Progressive Insurance. That's what the recording was about. I did not authorize for anything else but my granddaughters and my great grandbabies insurance for their car. Nothing else. No guns, no nothing else. He called me from the gun range or from the gun store and told me that he gave me his ID and he took mine. Again, I did not authorize no guns or anything else except Progressive. So he told me he was on his way back, but he can come back until late at night. He went by his mother's house, which is not too far from the house that I was in, which is way out there in the suburbs. When I say way out there, it was way out there. I would have got up, but I was like been on the streets for 7 days. It's not my first rodeo, like I told you. I'm an activist, and I believe in oneness. I believe in truth. I believe in peace. I had did notice after my apartment went in Bigman that a lot of the property managers and a lot of the maintenance men, some who were moonlighting as maintenance men and property managers, were cops linked to other gang members. Um, it doesn't take Einstein to understand that when you file on a policy enforcer, there is replications that's going to come after that. And my first filing was in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2011, 2012, and 2019, and 2021. One of the policy enforcers who had to step down because of the filings has had to step down in June 2021. Again, I'm RW, EO, I am a more Jew. I did not give any authorization except for Progressive. Thanksgiving, there were other people coming in, one I hadn't seen. Again, I said maybe twice. And that was my other son-in-law's dad. They was in the room with my son-in-law and my son, second from the youngest. I didn't know my bag was gone. But the next morning when I woke up, because we had party, I woke up and I noticed my bag was gone. My glasses that I keep over there, that was moved to another part of the house. Why would my damn bag be in the bedroom? So I must have been in the bedroom that night. Since then, I've been calling them, my son-in-law. He won't answer his phone to ask him because I'm going through court proceedings right now, and what's in those bags would help. But he wouldn't. He did not answer the phone. Now I think highly of this young man, but I do understand peer pressure. And what I'm going through with these policy enforcers, they will send people to make you change your mind. Matter of fact, one of my close friends that I grew up with told me when you file against policy enforcers, who, if you don't know, policy enforcers are the police, the name of the game is for you to be getting rid of. And I don't have to tell you how many times that the attempts on my life have been made since my first arrest, coming back into Chicago. Drugs was put on me. Colorable lost charges. It was thrown out. And it saddens me that I couldn't get the paperwork for my first court proceedings. My granddaughter told me she was going to bring it out to Chicago last night. Called me when she was on her way. She never called. So I'm more than positive the police that are involved with the people that I'm speaking of have followed me since these filings, which would be Evanston, which would be Chatham, which would be Bronzeville, which would be South Shore. And some of the managers or property maintenance men had been moonlighting as them, but they were police, some ex-police and some ex-firemen. So again, for the record, I did not authorize anything but Progressive Insurance I called I called Progressive, and they said there was nothing in my name. I called the gun places, but uh, they said that my ID had not been used. I called the police station. They said, you got to go recognize, so don't worry about it. But that's not good enough. I have court proceedings that would deliberate a lot of stupid madness that's happening in the South Shore area, in the Bronzeville area, in the Chatham area, and in Evanston area to stop that. Matter of fact, one of the policy enforcers that I'm referring to work right here in Evanston. Okay, so on that note, I'm signing out. This is Ronald Williams, EO, and wait a minute, wait a minute. This is my book, July. No, let me. July 26, 2019, in Bronzeville. I walked into my apartment, and there were a lot of people that were policy enforcers, just moonlighting as whatever they was moonlighting. Maintenance man, tenants moved upstairs, masons on the other side of me upstairs, and they were moonlighting as tenants, but they were trying to stop me in this book from becoming a reality, as well as remove my belongings, which I have some sharp stuff, uh, and they've been at it for a while. So again, for the record, for public record, I do not authorize anything but Progressive Insurance for my granddaughter and my great babies. I am 70 years of age and I've been through this radio before. Matter of fact, as I was growing up, I've seen people do some crazy stuff to their parents. I've seen some crazy stuff happen to individuals on the streets as you see now, but it was not it was not covered by the media at all. Uh, my oldest son-in-law, who was married to my first love, my first daughter, his father and my son was in the room. What they was doing, I don't know, but I do know when I woke up, that bag should have been right next to me. I threatened to call the police on them there. I went to the store to get a cigarette and drove. Came back and my bag was there. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm just for the record keeping it straight. I did not authorize anything, no guns, no whatever they do, no houses, no cars, just insurance for my grandbabies. And this is RW Ill. I am Amor Jew signing out. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a great day.